You had your shoulder taped tonight. Was it fatigue or pain or what?
Yeah, I just needed a little bit of support. I played 5 matches this week and coming off of Stanford and playing a few there, and it was just overall fatigue, and I just needed a little bit of support.
Did you tire out in the third set?
Yeah, I kind of did. I obviously I didn't feel physically fresh from the beginning of the match, and I was surprised that I actually went to the third, and I certainly had my opportunities in the third, but just couldn't close it out.
So up 3-1, were you feeling physically okay to push to the end, or did you?
Obviously you always think positively, and I try to be more aggressive. I wasn't doing that very good in the beginning, or when I was just making too many errors off of both of the forehand and the backhand side, almost like pushing it a little bit, and then other times I was a little bit more tentative than I should have been. So I wasn't reading the game well in the beginning, and then I slowly started getting into it and challenging her and putting her in situations where she had to come up with the good stuff in order to finish the match. And I was luckily able to win the second set, and in the third it could have gone either way, but just didn't go my way today.
How do you feel about your serve right now? Are you losing confidence, gaining confidence in it? What does it feel like with
I'm certainly not losing any, because I'm able to beat girls that have been playing art all year long, and making so many unforced errors that I have, and still being able to beat them or taking them to the third set, is a pretty darn good accomplishment. So it makes me feel really good about the rest of my game. Am I happy about where it is? Absolutely not. I feel like there's still a lot of work to be done, and there's going to be a few tweaks here and there with different things in order to find something that's really comfortable and that I'm going to sort of stick with, and that's going to take time, and as long as I need for that to become perfection, there's nothing that a basketball can't achieve. So
you had 61 unforced errors. Does that come from maybe not pressing too much because the serve is not totally reliable?
No, I think I was pressing too much because I knew against her I wasn't going to be winning 30-ball rallies. I was mentally ready for it, and I knew that she was going to make me hit a lot of balls. But at the end of the day, after 4 matches, if I'm thinking of being out there trying to hit 30-ball rallies against a pretty good runner, that's a pretty dumb game plan. So obviously I wanted to attack, and I wanted to be aggressive, and I was definitely sometimes the causes for more errors, and that's all right.
Maria, does this week say to you that your tennis legs or your tennis fitness is a lot closer maybe than you thought it was, or does it say to you?
Certainly from where I started, just coming back. It's kind of like it's almost like a little bit of a pattern. When I played in Poland, I played 2 matches. In the third match, I felt like my whole, obviously it's my first tournament, but I felt like my energy kind of dropped in that third match, and I really wasn't able to do much. And then same thing at the French Open. I was able to pull through a few matches, and in the quarters just physically didn't have it in my body and my arm. It's weird because usually if you get sore, you get sore in different parts of the areas, but my shoulder was always pretty good, and even with all the strength that I've been doing after a few matches, it's so weird to wake up and be like, oh, my bicep is sore. Like, I've never had that in my career. But those are, it's almost like new territory for me, and with every tournament I feel like I'm able, I feel like physically I'm definitely getting a lot better. I'm getting, a good sense of the court again, and movement-wise, and but this is still a work in progress, and definitely like to forget that I was gone for a long time, but sometimes you really got to put things in perspective.
Will you be taking some time, just to kind of some downtime before you next tournament, or what's your schedule for us?
Well, I'm not playing Cincinnati next week. That was kind of the schedule, so I'll definitely have a week to recover and maybe take a day or two off. I haven't really had a full day off in like 2.5 weeks since the beginning of Stanford. So it'll be nice to just not have anything to do for a day or two, and then you know, and build that arm again and build the strength in it, and get back on the court and work on a few things.
What's your schedule leading into the Open then?
I think I'm playing in Canada. Yeah, that's after Cincinnati, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think.
And
I'm
that's it,
playing.
right? No New Hampshire.
Is it, no, that's the week before.
Yeah.
No, been there, done that.
Yeah.
Not good.
Any other questions for Maria?
So just briefly, what are you most pleased with, and what do you really want to see improve before the Open or going into the Open?
You know, I'm pretty pleased with the way I've been able to, you know, to really, from being in difficult situations, to really keep my head up and stay steady, and figure out in the match what I have to do and what Plan B is, and if Plan A didn't work. I think you kind of lose that. You know, the first 2 tournaments back, I wasn't returning that well. Like my reflex were a little bit off, and I've been doing a lot better with that, and against some pretty big servers and really attacking the second serve. You know, I'd still like to move a little bit better, and obviously keep working on the serve, you know, and keep building my arm so it can last for however many matches I have to play in order to win a tournament.